How to know if you have been a victim of identity theft. Founded in 1993, Onacra has been a leader in the field of corporate consultancy and human resource services. Onacra has been dedicated to providing a viable commercial identity and human resource-related expertise to companies, commercial corporations, and commercial institutions. At Onacra, the human resource services and consultations utilize powerful and accurate statistical tools to facilitate accurate analytical and inferential data, thus correctly rating and assessing potential for commercial growth and performance. To this date, some of India's biggest and most respected companies like Mahindra & Mahindra, Volkswagen, HDFC Bank, and Genpact form an illustrious resume of Onacra's clientele. Among its numerous consequential industry-oriented services, Onacra offers the services of employee background screening. These are in the nature of extensive pre-employment checks initiated by Onacra for a particular employee to assess his/her potential for growth, commercial aptitude, and efficiency. Onacra goes through extensive personalized individual data records, achievement statements, certificates, and appraisals for each candidate to generate a unique rating which is extremely accurate by industry standards. Onacra has developed its own system of ratings using powerful analytical and statistical tools like the PRTS, enabling an almost spot-on assessment of the potential and the job worthiness of an employee. The pre-employment screening process facilitated by Onacra assists companies and commercial corporations identify and cultivate the best, most talented, and efficient personnel as their workforce. To do this, Onacra maintains an extensive database that tracks and keeps tally of even the minutest relevant details of an employee that could affect or influence his professional career. By setting high standards for quality for the pre-employment verification process, Onacra eliminates the possibilities of having wrong people at the wrong jobs or possibilities of employee incompetence, ineligibility, and incompatibility. The vast benefits of the extremely essential employee background screening processes directly accrue to the HR departments, who become free to direct their resources to training and honing employees. The employee background screening procedures instituted and implemented by Onacra helps to maintain a level of trust between the employer and the employee. These protect companies against fraudulent employees' identity theft and dangers possibly arising from misrepresentation of vital information. The employment screening service offered by Onacra involves extensive checks and verification procedures on employees' personal, social, and academic background, legal reports and records, and also records for substance abuse. References and appraisals are also gathered and collated from previous employers, acquaintances, family members, and colleagues. The employee background screening services offered by Onacra incorporate extensive verification procedures as stated below. Education checks are used to determine the academic validity of a CV to determine the eligibility of a potential employee. Pre-employment checks are carried out to screen employment details pertaining to previously held designations, employment tenure, emoluments, etc. Often this acts as a reflective index of the employee's temperament, aptitude, and capability. Onacra also checks the applicant's criminal records with law enforcement authorities and existing criminal records databases. A meticulous verification procedure is also done about the candidate with the person enlisted as his/her reference. Onacra also implements rigorous checks for possible representations and corruption of data in the applicant's CV, substance and drug abuse records, and checks for criminal litigations. Onacra ascertains the applicant's identity as well through checks for PAN cards, driving licenses, passports, and other vital documentation. The verification process is implemented to be a perpetual, continuous process accommodating possibilities for changes of results over courses of time. Thus, Onacra revolutionized background checks in India by appropriating a series of checks that are best suited locally.